Hey dolls!
Hey dolls!
Welcome back to another video. Now it's obviously the most special video because we are finally, after talking about it for like well over a year, back together again. If you don't know, we actually run this channel together. Not
the
separately.
same person.
A lot of people think we're like the same person or sisters, and we're not. We're just best friends. But we do actually run this channel together, and when we started this channel, it was together, but we've just been separated for so long because I moved to a different state. But finally, we are here together, filming in my humble abode with my doll shelves. But yes, so we have just watched a new Barbie movie, which is not that new, but we watched Big City, Big Dreams.
Yes, finally, after quite a few months after it came out. We did this last year too. So last year we watched the new Barbie movie, Then, Princess Adventure, and we loved that one, and we gave a thoughts video on that one. And we thought we would do the same thing with this movie today.
We don't get many Barbie movies anymore, so we kind of want to give our thoughts, especially because Barbie's ever changing, and I feel like we have unbiased views because there's a lot of Barbie fans out there that absolutely hate anything new. Anything past like Princess and the Pauper they hate. But we are open-minded to all Barbie movies, no matter what they are. Whether we are particularly going to enjoy them, we don't know, but we'll always give them a chance and watch them at least once.
And we've been really looking forward to this one because we really liked the premise of it, just the whole idea of it, and we were really looking forward to it. Our expectations were kind of high, and let's just say they weren't really met. It was
underwhelming.
But yeah, it was underwhelming.
Because I mean, we love the idea of New York. We always have talked about like one day we want to go to New York at like Christmas and like see the big city. And then we also have always like loved the idea of like some sort of a performing arts camp sort of thing. Like that's why I love Bratz Girls Really Rock. And we also like Barbie like Rock and Royals because we like that idea of like going to a camp and like learning things like ballet and dance and like instruments and all that sort of thing. We always we used to look that up when we were in primary school to find like our own Camp Starshine.
We never found one. But
yeah. So we're like, oh, this is going to be a really awesome movie because we're a bit underwhelmed. I mean, where do we even start? Well, why don't we start with what we liked about it?
Okay.
That's going to be short.
Yeah, there were some good things. So again,
we'll start with we don't hate it more than Video Game Hero.
That's still the worst Barbie movie ever made. And like we would actually watch this one again, but we would never watch it.
We don't hate it. Okay, we just like it's not going to make it in our top 20 or even maybe top 30 anytime soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do we like? I liked the outfits, first of all, that they wore throughout the film. I did like the like finale dresses that they had. I thought they were really pretty, and I liked Barbie's like polka dot dress, and so I thought that they looked really nice throughout the film.
Yeah, and we especially liked Barbie's ballet outfit.
Oh yes, we loved
saw in
outfit.
A few little scenes.
Because Shannon and I just have this obsession with anything ballet related. So when like we saw the ballet outfit, that was her best outfit of the movie.
It was.
Yeah.
Except that dress she wore at the beginning.
Oh,
in her,
yes.
like when Barbie was imagining.
Yeah, in her dreams, those two dresses she wore at the start were really nice. I really want to walk a red carpet in a dress like that. The songs,
yeah,
some were okay. There was one song, I don't even know the titles of them.
Me either.
But there was like the one song where Barbie was kind of like messing up everything and she was kind of failing at her classes. And I turned to Shannon and I was like, who is even singing this? Because it doesn't sound like Barbie, and it doesn't sound like Brooklyn. And I was like, who? Like, what? I don't know, I just didn't really like that song. Especially because when we compare it to the last movie we watched, which is Princess Adventure, we loved all of the songs.
Slamming.
I know, we really, and we feel like Barbie's music has taken a different direction. Like, it's definitely kind of steered away from being like very pop and inspirational.
She's introducing a lot of hip hop.
Yeah. Or as Berdine would say, hippity hop.
No more hippity hop for you.
But
no hippity hop for us.
You know, maybe we're just old traditional women. But we don't mind hip hop, but it's just not.
I do.
Well, I mean, we're not against like, you know, people liking whatever they like, but we're just not used to it with Barbie, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the songs, I'm not going to be playing them all the time like Princess Adventure. What else to be like? Oh, why don't you talk about your favourite scene in the movie?
Okay, so the one best scene of the whole movie is when Ken calls Barbie. Like, it's the one time we see Ken. We barely see him in that movie, and it's just...
His presence is sorely missed.
It
like,
is, yeah.
I feel like Ken offers, like, you know, like cute romantic scenes, but then he also has so much funny scenes, and he just is such a good friend to Barbie.
Yeah, Ken's so cutely awkward. Especially around Barbie.
And, like, I feel like we just really missed him in the movie. Like, all of her friends and her family, even, because I guess, like, we're so used to seeing them around, because they're in Dreamhouse Adventures and in all the new movies. And then we thought it'd be a good thing not having them around, because it was going to be more focused on Barbie. But then I don't really know.
Yeah. Okay, that will lead to another point, but let's just think, is there anything else we do really like about the movie?
Well, my favourite scenes for any time she was doing ballet.
Oh, yeah, I love those scenes too. And just anytime she's doing any sort of class.
Yeah.
I think it was cool she did fencing. We've never seen Barbie do fencing before.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Yeah.
Interesting that fencing is at a performing arts school though.
Yeah.
I just made that kind of connection. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's not, like I said, it's not like we hated it. There just wasn't a lot to like about it. And we're generally pretty positive when it comes to Barbie movies. Like, we're not trying to be haters and, like, find things that we hate about them. We try to see the best in them. But I don't know what else was there that we liked.
I guess just, like, the overall idea that it was going for. Like, being in... We like the fact that it was in a new environment. A new place. Where Barbie has never been before. And the performing arts theme aspect of it. And yeah, Barbie just always looked beautiful, of course. And we like that it was a friendship kind of movie.
Yeah. Obviously, we're best friends, so we're always so excited for a friendship kind of movie.
Yeah.
But I guess we got to move on to what we didn't like. First things first is that it's a Netflix movie. Oh, wow.
We'll get to that.
I was gonna say, she's like the big topic.
Yeah.
Well, I think, like, because it's a Netflix movie, it's only 1 hour long. They can continually stick to 1 hour long, and it just wasn't enough time. Like, the story felt so rushed, and they spent so much of the time focusing on Brooklyn and Barbie that we never really got to see much of the actual Performing Arts Academy, and it felt like the whole reason they were there was to perform in that final, like, thing in Times Square, and then, like, it just was... like, really just the background of the story. That's what we really wanted to see more of, was more of the classes, and that being such a big thing, because the finale show is always, like, the big thing, but then,
yeah,
like, none of that mattered, because...
Yeah, it was just, yeah, exactly. It was, like, kind of just the whole, just like a background, pretty much, like Katie said, and we was, like, that was the main reason we were excited for the film, because it was going to be taking place in something like that, but the emphasis was not on that at all, unfortunately. Yeah. So that was disappointing.
Because, I mean, like, we only saw, like, Barbie failing in classes for, like, a couple minutes of the movie, and then suddenly she was good for a couple minutes, and then that was it. We just never saw anything more in the story, and so I really think that they need to move the movies back to an hour and a half long, because an hour, and especially for, like, a really great story idea like that, is just not enough. I mean, I don't get the problem with, like, an hour and a half movies. She's done them for, like, 20 years, so why do they have to change them to an hour now? But, yeah, that was the first thing.
And like just Katie mentioned before, that Barbie would never fail at ballet.
Yeah, like, that was so ridiculous how they made her a failure at ballet, and I said to Shannon, like, she's done, like, Swan Lake ballet. Like, there's Swan Lake and, like, Pink Shoes, 12 Dancing Princesses...
The Nutcracker.
Yeah, the Nutcracker.
Barbie is the queen of ballet.
Exactly. I'm like, if she could do anything, it is ballet. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think that kind of leads to, like, our main point. The main thing we didn't like about it was Brooklyn. She just steals the spotlight.
From the get-go. Like, suddenly Barbie, who's so often painted as being perfect, even though we know she's not. But suddenly she can't do anything, and she's clumsy, and she drops everything, and she fails at guitar and ballet and fencing and everything else. But Brooklyn comes in and she can do everything perfect. Like, she doesn't put a step out of place, and she, like, shows up Barbie all the time.
And the fact that her name is also Barbie Roberts, as we all know, that's the little thing they and it's kind of like then making out like she is the perfect Barbie. She's the good Barbie. She can do everything.
Yeah, I just didn't like that. I didn't like how we suddenly have to like put down what like the Barbie we've always known to put like we can have two good Barbies. Like we don't have to like push one up just to put the other one down. And I just like, you know, we've seen a lot of friendship movies, a lot of co-star movies, right? And I feel like we focused so much on the friendship with her that we just, everything else in the plot got lost. Like, we didn't focus on New York. They're in this like massive, big, amazing city, and that gets lost. The performing arts school gets forgotten. Like, everything gets forgotten in favor of just this new character. And then obviously she's here to stay because she's been in Barbie's vlogs. She's like talk of her being in the next Dreamhouse Adventures. So
yeah, she's pretty much taking over, and we don't like it's. I mean, Barbie has had co-stars before, friends before, and they come on her vlog around the movie time and then they disappear. We kind of wish Brooklyn was the same because
like we loved Amelia in Princess Adventure, but you know she had her place and her time, and it's great if she comes back every once in a while, but she doesn't need to be like the new main star.
Yeah, she had a better personality.
Yeah,
that's one thing we didn't really like about Brooklyn, like other than just the fact that she took over, she was like meant to be the new perfect Barbie.
What really like irked us is when she just like was so dismissive of Barbie in the movie.
Like, they're meant to be like these best friends.
Yeah, I'm just like it. Like we've been best friends for a long time, so I'd like to say we're professional best friends.
Yeah,
but you know, like a true friend, even not like a best friend, but if you really are someone's friend, you give them like a chance and you hear them out and you want to believe the better in them. You don't just believe some like random lady that's at some performing arts school that you've probably talked to like twice over your best friend that you've been with like 24/7 since you were there. And I mean, come on, it's Barbie. Like, seriously, do you think she would really sabotage you on purpose? I don't know. That was just... She was a bit over-dramatic.
Definitely. The whole thing was dramatic with their breakup.
I know.
It was sad, that scene where they had that sort of, you know, argument, I don't know. And the things that Brooklyn said, like, I thought you were special.
Friendship? Relationship? So we were like a bit confused. Yeah, I just think that, you know, we were open to Brooklyn. We didn't like not like her before this, by the way, so it's not like we've had some preconceived thing against her. We were open to the character, but we just didn't really particularly like her that much. And it's kind of disappointing that she's kind of trying to take the spotlight now, and because Barbie has so many great friends, and we love all of Barbie's friends actually. You know, we love Daisy, Teresa, Nikki, Renee. They're all great, and it's great when they have their own little moments of Barbie, but they don't take the spotlight. I mean, it is Barbie, you know, like it's her movie, it's her TV shows.
Yeah, there is one Barbie. I just want to say that they might give another girl the same name, but there will only be one Barbie.
Exactly, and like, yeah, I kind of thought, I'm like, they could have the same name, but they really have to give them the same last name too.
Yeah, they're definitely not the same person. They have different personalities, and obviously we really love the real Barbie Roberts.
Yeah.
But Brooklyn, not so much.
Yeah, I guess, you know, we'll have to see, because obviously she's going to be hanging around for a while, so... the other thing... No quote in the movie, just to say that.
Yeah, not even that generic quote they used for a few of the movies. Just no quote anymore.
But Barbie did drop a positive attitude changes everything in the middle of the movie. She did say that. But yeah, no quote anymore. And I guess, like, overall it just felt short. Like, by the time the credits started rolling, I was kind of like, really? Like, it's over?
Yeah.
Seriously?
There's more they could have done with it. Like Katie said, if they had an extra 30 minutes, they could have delved more into the performing arts side, and that would have made it more interesting, I think.
And I really do think they could have fleshed out the story a little bit more instead of rushing everything. And of course, I think we just missed those presences of either Ken or her sisters, which, you know, I didn't think I'd miss her sisters, but I kind of did, because I was like, I don't know, it just felt like there was not that many characters in the movie either, because it was kind of just like Barbie, Brooklyn, that stylist guy, and occasionally, I actually like that singer.
Yeah.
Emmy, yeah, there was only like those kind of four, and that was it. So it's kind of like a lack of characters too.
Yeah, I think Emmy was a cool character. Although I could kind of predict everything that was going on with that. Like, when they first showed her in her disguise, like, oh yeah, that's that girl that they.
But I didn't know until she took off her glasses. I was like, oh yeah, slick disguise. No idea. I mean, when I put on glasses, I'm unrecognizable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like the movie didn't have that many funny moments either, because like normally Shannon and I can pick out like funny scenes we want to edit and things that make us laugh, or like really relatable moments, but it was kind of like, I guess just, yeah, like I said, underwhelming throughout it.
I think the only thing that made us laugh is how Barbie's dad put a tracker on her phone.
Yeah, he's always cute.
Yeah.
I love him. Or when that taxi driver was like swearing outside of his car,
Oh,
that thing was going on.
That was really funny.
That's how I drive. Just overall, it was just kind of like not as good as Princess Adventure to us. And that's kind of what I guess we compare it to, because that was the latest movie they had. I assume there'll be another movie this year maybe, because they seem to be doing one every year, but
which is nice.
we've heard nothing yet, so
yeah.
Not that we have some like direct material.
We should.
But
We should.
yeah. I don't know. I guess it is what it is. I just feel like it was so I don't absolutely love it, but I don't absolutely hate it. I'm glad we've watched it. I would definitely watch it again. Like, it wouldn't be arduous to watch it again. So
Yeah.
yes, what does everyone else think? I never go on our Instagram much, so I don't even know what other people think about it.
Yeah, I go on it, but I haven't really seen too many reviews of it. I think there was more for Princess Adventure because that was the first Barbie movie that came out after like a few years of no Barbie movies. So I think everyone was really excited for that one. Didn't see too many reviews on this one. I think people do like it, but I don't know. I think most people sort of see it as just a new Barbie movie, and all new Barbie movies are to be hated.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I still think we encourage you to watch it and form your own opinions. Like we encourage you to watch every movie, even Video Game Hero, because someone might like it. You might like it. Don't take just our word for it.
Although in our last video you said that one doesn't deserve it.
Did I say? Oops. Well, now I've become more kind-hearted.
She's changed. Changed her ways.
I'm a bigger person. I don't know, but yeah, give it a chance. I would really like to know what you all think about it.
Yeah.
Like, did you actually like it? Do you like Brooklyn? Do you want her to stay around?
Yeah, what's everyone's thoughts on that? And just let us know, because, yeah, we haven't seen too much discussion about this. And usually we're kind of the only ones who feel a lot of the same.
We're usually the ones that only think this, like, philosophical about Barbie movies. But there is a lot, like, because we don't get that many anymore, there is, like, a lot to think about with these. So, yeah. I guess I'm glad we've watched it, though.
Yeah, and definitely, again, just what we said in our last video, we're just happy that Barbie's still making movies.
Yeah, so I feel like so many people, like, hate on her new movies, but we're just, like, glad that she's still making movies, even if we're not the biggest fans of whatever's put out these days, but we're just glad that movies haven't, like, been gone altogether, so...
Yeah, and we can trust that Barbie is always going to be Barbie, no matter what, even if we don't like it that much.
Even if she suddenly becomes a failure at everything.
Yeah, it's never going to be ruined like other things.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I guess that's it for our thoughts and reviews on Big City, Big Dreams. Yeah, I think, I don't know when our next movie review will be. Maybe probably this time next year.
Probably.
Always takes us like 6 months to watch whatever's new, but... well, that's all. Thanks for watching, dolls.
And
we'll see you in the next
one. Peace!